What's going on, YouTubers? It's the Natural Born Driller, and welcome everyone to WWE 205 Live Review, the show from February, I believe it was February 18th, if I'm not mistaken, 2019. Gotta remember here. Okay, yeah. It was actually the 19th of February for 2019. Show they were at New Orleans, Louisiana. Your commentators Vic Joseph, Nigel McGuinness, and Aiden English. This was a two-match show, so let's get right to it. So we get the opening match. You get TJ, basically returning on 205 Live Wrestling, TJP, and he's giving fives to fans. And I see myself, wait a minute. So is TJP now a face? By the way, for those who haven't seen TJP, he's got tattoos now on his arms, both of them, and one tattoo that's written on his chest and all that. Well, actually, not one written on his chest. Something's written on his chest, but it's obviously a tattoo. But I'm watching. Yeah, for those who don't know, and yeah, basically for those who don't know, he's got tattoos now, and he's had for a while now, especially from the World's Collide tournament that WWE did for NXT UK, and NXT and 205 Live, I meant to say. But I'm watching this, and I say, so wait a minute, TJP is a face now. Now they didn't do anything with him being for him just being on just randomly being a baby face. They just have him out there, and he's giving hot giving fives to fans. That's not a heel will not do to fans, to give them hot give them fives. A baby face does that. So as I'm watching this, so I guess TJP is now a baby face, and then we get to Humberto Carrillo. So yeah, TJP versus Humberto Carrillo. I was so we're having a babyface match here. That's what it was. It was a babyface match, and the match itself was pretty decent. During the match though, Drew Gulak and gentleman Jack Gallagher coming out, ruling on Humberto Carrillo, because they're trying to recruit Humberto Carrillo to their along with them, to show them guidance in their ways. But Humberto Carrillo wins the match against TJP. After the match, Drew and Jack got in the ring and celebrate with him, and giving him props and all that, and fans to basically asking the fans to give him a big hand and all that, applaud him, and they started celebrating with him and all that, and Humberto Carrillo was going along with it. And yeah, there you go. So I don't know what it's good. It's going to develop more to it, but we'll see where it leads to. As we get to Tony Nese, he talks about his potential, and he talks about his position in 205 Live, especially what pertains to him wrestling against Norman Dar, where he got a victory over him, and also basically winning the feud between those two. And talks about the tournament that Drake Maverick, has set. Excuse me. So as I was trying to say, folks, I apologize for that. That Drake Maverick, Tony Nese talks about Drake Maverick making this tournament, where it pertains to who's going to face Buddy Murphy for the Cruiserweight Championship, and Tony wants to be part of that tournament, and yeah, there you go. Next we get to Caleb Braxton interviewing Mike Kanellis. You have Maria Kanellis there as well. Maria Kanellis did all the talking basically for Mike Kanellis to talk about how good he is and everything, and yeah, there you go. And he's going to try to win matches to, at least try to win matches to get his position in the tournament, and also talks about Maria Kanellis talking about Mike Kanellis is going to face Cedric Alexander, and Caleb Braxton, when she first walked up to them, saying it's a good idea to face him, because he's who won the tournament last year, and to win the Cruiserweight Championship and being the longest reigning Cruiserweight Champion in WWE history, for the modern era basically. The one who still holds that record, by the way, being the longest Cruiserweight Champion in WWE history, is Gregory Helms, meant to say. I was gonna say Greg, but not. It's Gregory Helms. Hurricane. Shane Hurricane Helms, whatever. But anyways, But yeah, there you go. Then we get to Ari Davari. He comes out because he's going to have a match against Giant Lions, and talks about how he's going to win the match against Giant Lions and all that. And Crush on the City is saying that unlike New Orleans, he's going to his version of the Super Bowl at WrestleMania, because I guess he's going to also try to to be in this tournament too to go after the Cruiserweight Championship. So because this whole tournament that Drake Maverick had announced open for the opening of 205 Live, by the way. Um, but I'll get to more of that later on about what they did with that. And then we get Buddy Murphy. Oh, by the way, yeah. So yeah, Ari Daivari had a match against Giant Lions, and he won. There you go. That was a match, or squash to say the least. Buddy Murphy talks about Drake Maverick giving him challenges that he's fought. He talks about challenges that Drake Maverick gave him from 2018 and now in 2019. And he talks about how he beaten every challenge that's put in front of him that Drake Maverick had set up for him. And then he talks about this 8-man tournament that's going to be happening, where it's going to lead to whoever wins the tournament will not only face the WWE Cruiserweight Champion Buddy Murphy, but will face him for the title at WrestleMania. Basically, not only will win the tournament, but will go to WrestleMania to face Buddy Murphy for the Cruiserweight Championship, which I doubt is going to be on the main show of WrestleMania. It's probably going to be on the pre-show of WrestleMania, like it's always been for the last 3 years. So yeah. Now we get to the match, the main event match. Mike Kanellis, accompanied by Maria Kanellis. Maria Kanellis this time did not be on commentary. Instead, she decided not to be on commentary because she doesn't want to take any more of any English disrespect anymore. Which I'm fine with that. But even without Maria Kanellis on commentary, you still have English there talking about how Mike Kanellis having trouble winning matches. But anyways, Mike Kanellis ends up going up against Cedric Alexander, which that was the match that was set up already. Which is why Killer Braxton confronted Mike Kanellis about that whole situation, and then Maria Kanellis did all the talking. So yeah, we get a match between Mike Kanellis and Cedric Alexander. These two guys, let's get away from the East name for a while now. Mike Bennett. Coming from Ring of Honor. Same thing with Cedric Alexander. Two guys coming from Ring of Honor made it to the big stage in WWE. And they're wrestling each other on here. I'm like saying to myself, wow, this is amazing. Cause I watched these guys during their days in Ring of Honor. Maybe not when they first got there, but but I pay attention to Ring of Honor matches by being there in person and also watching it at home, and to see these guys where they came from, and to see where they're at right now, is amazing. And to see these two guys wrestle each other on NWE's in the position that they've been given, again, sound like a broken record here, but it's amazing to see this. So with that being said, now we get to how this match was. I thought it was a good match. I love the storytelling of the match too. Cedric Alexander at one point tried to go a springboard, but then he slipped out the rope and then landed awkwardly in the ring and favoring the knee. I hope he's alright. I think if that was done on purpose, hopefully it was a kayfabe injury there. So Mike Kanellis therefore seizes the opportunity because he's the opportunist, and then the match continues on. Cedric Alexander was doing a good job wrestling with one bad leg. So I think to myself, okay, so this is how Mike Kanellis is going to win here. So then Mike Kanellis and Cedric Alexander continue on wrestling. They were at one point. Excuse me, folks. Sorry about that, folks. I try to pause it, but unfortunately I was too late. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So they're both outside the ring. Cedric took a nasty bump on the steel ramp with a spine buster by Mike Kanellis. Although right there, Mike Kanellis was going to win there, but Cedric ends again there in the nick of time before the count out. The 10 count I meant to say. So from there, like, okay, so he made back, energy there wasted. Mike Kanellis got the Boston Crab on him too. Pretends having him, Cedric having a bad leg, from midway of the match. I say to myself, how so is this gonna be Mike Kanellis win? Finally get a win here. Didn't happen here. Um, and then Cedric Alexander was being blocked by Maria Kanellis after a tope con hilo by Cedric onto Mike Kanellis on the outside, and Maria after Mike Kanellis back in the ring by Cedric, Maria is in the getting in the way of Cedric Alexander, basically stalling until Mike Kanellis recovers, and sure enough he did, and he ends up hitting a move onto Cedric Alexander. I'm trying to remember what move he did. Okay, it was like going for almost like going for a death lock, but instead he turns it, he flips him and gets him a DT. So from there, Cedric, he was gonna be done right there, right? Referee John Cone was the referee of the match. He counts to 3, but here's the thing. He did hit the 3, but 1, 2, and then Cedric got a shoulder up like this. The way he lifted the shoulder up, he didn't do this. He just like this. So referee from there, he realized that from there that Cedric got a shoulder up. And Maria and Mike Kanellis act like they won. So referee was like he didn't call for the bell. He realized right there even though he hit on the mat 3 times, he knew referee knew right there the match wasn't over because Cedric got a shoulder up. The way that it was done. Take notes, Mike Chioda. I know you've been a referee for a long time, but take notes, Mike Chioda. Just saying. I still haven't not forgiven Mike Kanellis. Mike Chioda. I still haven't forgiven Mike Chioda for botching that count to Shinsuke Nakamura when R-Truth beat him for the United States Championship. Still haven't forgiven him for that. So anyways. So referee is telling Mike Kanellis and Maria that no, it's a 2 count. It was a 2 count. Cedric had a shoulder up, and then the match continues for another 2 minutes, and then Cedric gave him the lumbar check, and then Cedric took a while because he was still selling the knee and selling the physicality that he took from Mike Kanellis in the match, and Cedric Alexander gets the winner over Mike Kanellis. So yeah, Mike Kanellis once again loses another match, folks. At this point now, what do you do with Mike Kanellis now? He's lost 3 times already. 1 to I'm trying to remember who he lost to. Now I can't remember who he lost to. I'm trying to remember who, his first loss he had in a singles match against on 12 that he lost to. I think it was Akira Tozawa, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but I think it was Akira Tozawa. Other than that, who was on there as the face that he lost to? Oh no, I'm sorry. It was Kalisto. Excuse me, not Akira Tozawa. It was Kalisto. So yeah, so he lost to Kalisto, former cruiserweight champion. D. Brian Kendrick, another former cruiserweight champion. And then you got, who's actually one of the best wrestlers in the world, Cedric Alexander, who's also a former cruiserweight champion. But he's lost three times already. And they're all former cruiserweight champions. But at the same time, you also Mike Kanellis is also one who I think is one of the best wrestlers in the world as well. And he can't even win a fucking match on 205 Live. So I'm saying to myself, you got Mike Kanellis and Maria asked for their release, and WWE did not give them their release. They didn't grant them their release. So why you having them there then? Why have Mike Kanellis there if you're not gonna have him win any match? Why you're having him job and what's this gonna lead to? What's this gonna lead? What's the payoff here for Mike Kanellis losing his matches? But I guess Road Dogg Jesse James is right about that, right? Wins and losses don't matter. But tell it to in English, who keeps talking about commentary, you have to win matches to get opportunities. How is Mike Kanellis going to get any opportunities of being a cruiserweight champion, for being in 205 Live if he can't win a fucking match? I'm not upset that Cedric Alexander won the match though. I'm upset at the fact that Mike Kanellis can't win a fucking match. And if he can't win a match in WWE, then why have him there? Just let him go. Let him and his wife go and let them wrestle elsewhere. I guarantee you they'll be booked way better than how they're being booked right now in WWE. So let me get to finally close up the show with Drake Maverick about the whole Cruiserweight Championship tournament. So I thought to myself, he's gonna show the brackets for the 8 cruiserweights to be in this tournament. Nope, he just announced that next week it's gonna be Kalisto versus Tony Nese, and then another match with D. Brian Kendrick versus Drew Gulak. I said to myself, what? Where's the fucking brackets? They did this last year too, when they announced the Cruiserweight Championship tournament to crown the new Cruiserweight champion because the title was vacant because of Enzo Mori, that whole situation, and there was no brackets for the last 2 weeks or 3. They didn't show any brackets until finally they did, and now they're doing this, and now they're doing it again this year. You have all these cruiserweights on 205 Live, and you tell me you can't come up with the brackets. Instead, you're just announcing 2 matches for next week. That's apparently a tournament match. Whatever. Like I said, 2 matches. I'm sorry. Now that I think about it, it was not a 2-show match. It was actually a 3-show match. My apologies. So yeah, so that's your talking about wrestling for 205 Live. My overall rating for the show, I'm gonna go 4 out of 10. With that being said, thank you all for watching. It's a natural born thriller, saying peace on the streets.